With all the opportunities for trained plumbers, HVAC technicians, and electricians, there aren't enough professionals to meet the demand. Total Tech can guide you toward your great-paying new career. At Total Tech, you'll get award-winning hands-on training and experience in real-world laboratories. And the courses take far less time than you think. So start your new career today by visiting TotalTechSchool.com. Go to TotalTechSchool.com and get started today.
Now, the difference between Total Tech and where I went to school was we learned about how they operated, but you never really get to put your hands on the equipment. So when I came to this school and I realized that you could do this in less than a month, I didn't believe it. But you actually see it work in progress, and you actually learn more than what I learned coming out of a certified tech school or trade school, what we called it back home.
It's not one of those schools where you have to go for 2 or 4 years. This gives you an immediate skill set that's useful and is needed wherever they may go.
My MOS, being a 15 Tango, a Black Hawk crew chief, does not translate well into civilian employment. Once I found out I was getting out of the Army, it was quite overwhelming trying to figure out where I was going next and what type of job I was going to get. Initially, I looked into quite a few different career options. Training across the board generally took about a year or 2 at least, and that was just an entry-level position, and the expenses were enormous. Total Tech's training program offered me training in a 1-month period as well as on-the-job training afterwards.
That's what makes Total Tech different, is because we help others. That's what our facility is all about. That's what we're all about here, is making sure that tradesman gets into the truck and becomes successful.
The lab approach to our classes are the most efficient way for people to learn. Within our facility, there's over a total of 15,000 square feet, and we're housing actual homes that individuals can come through and learn systematic diagnostic processes through real-world problems.
No other school in the world has what we have to offer. In our lab, we can push buttons and fail compressors and other components, and you have to determine what the issue with the equipment is at that time.
It's a different approach generally than you go through. You normally would learn how the system operates properly, and when you get into the field, then you would learn how they fail and how you can apply your knowledge.
For our field, what needs to happen is you need to get your hands on it, you need to be able to be involved, you need to be able to see how it works as a whole.
As we go through the process, we're going to give them the classroom application after we give them the lab portion. So when they go through and put their hands actually on the material, they understand and grasp it a lot faster when we go into the classroom and present these types of problems and materials to them.
It teaches everyone what the standards are, what the safety codes are, and then they see it applied in the training house that we have.
The Total Tech advantage is that we're taking the theory behind the trades and putting it into a practical application. So the heart and soul of what we do here is our staff.
They seem to know everything there is to know and are not hesitant to share that with their students. They get very involved with you while you're doing your work to make sure that you know the tricks of the trades. We call them pro tips, something you learn after 20 years and not just from a training class.
Through a systematic process that comes from real instructors that did these jobs in the field, it takes the pressure off of the new folks that are coming in to learn the trades, so they don't have to make the same mistakes that we did.
I don't know of a single student that's gone through that's been looking for a job that hasn't been able to find a job. Almost everybody's going straight to work.
You don't have to spend $60,000 to be able to get a good education, to be able to put yourself into a truck and make yourself successful in a trade.
The passion that is within this place, it's contagious. It makes you want to learn more, and you're going to walk out that door just comfortable and know the procedures where you feel good about going out and starting a career in whatever trade you choose.
You leave here with a confidence that you've actually done the work here at the school, and when you go out, it's nothing new to you.
Whether you're military, coming out of high school, just trying to further your career, I don't know. I don't think there's anywhere else like it in the world.